Hello, everybody. It's Lord Magicus. I'm here. It's my birthday. That's what you see we're celebrating today.
Happy birthday!
I'm here with Jess. She's just off camera here. You may hear her during this. So, yeah, old man, 36 now. But it's time. We gotta do some Merfolk stream. Right, right. That we gotta celebrate. So, I didn't get to streaming a little bit earlier in this week because or last week I guess because I was busy and sick and then busy again. But then this week's probably not going to be much better. But I wanted to at least get this in so we can do this. So it's all right. We got time to get our stream in for today. So let's take a look here. Uh, so if you were not aware of this right now, and I think this lasts until tomorrow. MTGO is giving there is an all access code that's free right now. The code is lag be gone, and it will work up through Tuesday. So I guess they had some issue with lag on their stream. So if you use this code lag be gone, you can have an unlimited access to any card until Tuesday. So a few more hours at least. So for that reason today we have the all shiny list on here. Yeah, we're playing with all the pretty cards today. It's it's a rarity that we do this. Normally we get whatever Mana Traders gives us, but today we know what we're playing with all the nice stuff. So there you go. Hopefully, maybe if you're playing any more games between now and then, you might get to take advantage of that. So yeah, what? So the ban announcement, right? Let's open that up for a second. Yeah, the banned and restricted announcement. We haven't really looked at Legacy since then, but they banned Psychic Frog and they banned Vexing Bauble from this format. So Dimir Murktide was like the biggest deck, and Vexing Bauble was also a huge problem with the Mystic Forge deck. So now a lot of the Delver decks are back over to playing the rug colors. They want Dragon's Rage Channeler and the Questing Druid, I think it is. Yeah, those are they want that stuff back in their deck, and also the Vexing Baubles have been mostly replaced, I think, with the defense grids in that other deck. So I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna be. I mean, Frog probably had to go because the Reanimator deck was just like really good, but now there's a little bit more diversity. I don't know if NATO is still going to be a huge problem, but we should be prepared for that just in case. So I know the mono red deck is still like really powerful, so we're trying to pay a little bit of attention to that. We're gonna try playing with Floodpits Drowners a little bit. I'm hoping that with Frog gone, that there'll be a little bit less Bowmasters than there was before, so maybe it'll be okay. Just gonna play with two images. They're still fine, but we'll probably never understand this game, Sparrow. You know what? That's fine. Jess is learning. So you could learn too. This is not it's our deck is one of the easier ones to understand because we're playing mostly reasonable fair magic. Our plan is to just put a bunch of lands in play and use them to play creatures and then use the creatures to attack for victory. We're not doing anything super hard or unintuitive like the Reanimator decks or the Storm decks or like Cephalid Breakfast. They're just playing ridiculous combos and stuff. We're playing pretty straightforward Magic where our creatures just do things that slow down our opponents and hopefully kill them before they kill us. But yep, this is what I'm running with today. It's pretty similar, I think, to what I ran last time. Like we're a lot of the same kind of stuff because I'm not entirely sure what to expect in this metagame, so I'm just coming prepared for a little bit of everything. So I don't really have a whole lot to say about it because, like I said, we haven't played a whole lot of Legacy since then. So we gotta see how it works. See what the environment looks like right now. Yep, okay. No, you're not stupid. You're fine. Like this is just sometimes Magic can be a really complicated game. It takes a lot of practice, and I've been doing this for like literally 2 decades now. So I'm gonna put the chat on here. There we go. So we are on the draw. We're waiting for our opponent here. Our connection might be a little bit shaky. I'm not sure. But we're up against Strawberry Milkshake 1. Well, while we're waiting, we should probably do a little bit of shilling, right? If you, yeah, you can check out all my stuff on my link tree, which I'm going to put in the chat here. Like the replays on the YouTube channel, that'd be great. You know, if you want to become a sub on Twitch for my birthday, that'd be really cool. I use all that to help pay for the Mana Trader stuff, or members on YouTube. Again, if you do that, then I'll show off your name at the beginning. I think I'm supposed to keep this, but this hand plays everything. It's pretty slow though, but it's got redundancy built into it. Oh, Delver of Secrets. Sorry. Well, we need Cavern of Souls. Oh, Vial was like a very good draw here. Alright, they don't have days. That's good. Alright, Aether Vial is going to help us a lot. Well, they're not super cool at Magic cards because they didn't flip Delver here, so they probably will by next turn. So if we could find a Cavern of Souls, that would be really awesome because they kept a card on top. So Delver is likely attacking us for 3 next turn. I don't know what's taking them so long. Well, thank you. I appreciate the happy birthday. Okay, there we go. Another Delver. Oh god, we're in a lot of trouble now. Well, they didn't have... Oh, that's very helpful. Okay, may as well play it now. Because if we draw, I don't know, another 2-drop, I'd like to be able to put it in off the vial. Yep. There's Brainstorm. We're getting attacked for a lot now, so... We're probably playing Harbinger of the Seas to try to slow them down and race them, but I don't know, like, if I can actually beat 2 Delvers here. Especially if they have, like, Bolt, and then we're basically just dead. Them flipping 2 Delvers is like this early with our slow start on the draw is, yeah, that's rough. We'll see. Okay, that does something. Let's attack with the Lord of Atlantis. So here's the thing. I might actually be able to just kill a Delver of Secrets here. The only thing is if they have like a Snapcaster Mage. We're going to play Harbinger of the Seas. We'll wait till their turn when they attack with a Delver. And then we'll vial in Phantasmal Image. We're hoping to bait out removal here. So we want to copy a Delver and then block it with Image. Hi, Beefy.
Hi, Beefy.
Welcome to the chat.
Let's smell your beefy curls.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe my opponent is lagging. Or, I mean, it could be MTGO because, like, that was the thing they were supposed to have been fixing. But we're trying. See how it goes. Let's see. What are people saying on Twitter? Is it any better? They said it's been resolved, but Okay. Alright. Well, if they have a bolt, they kind of have to use it on this, right? Because if they don't use it on this, then they're screwed. Brainstorm? Okay. They're going to look for one. Okay. I'm actually fine with that because my goal isn't to protect that right now. It's that I want to actually block one of these things, and I want to exhaust their lightning bolts first. So hopefully they don't have another one. I think if they had one in hand, they would have played it right away, but the fact that they brainstormed first to look for it means that might be the only one they have. Beefy's your timeout, buddy. You like me? Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. Alright, let's see. Hopefully this plan works. I'm hoping they don't have another lightning bolt. Oh, this is good. It looks like this is working. Alright. Excellent. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Alright. Chain Lightning. Okay, well, it's not great. Alright, we'll take up Vial here. Uh-huh. Alright. So, the fetch lands are offline, so they can't... They more bolts are not going to help them here. I have True-Name Nemesis to put into play off of the Vial. I played the island just in case I draw another island next turn, then I can hardcast Force of Will on something if I really need to. They might have like a Murktide Regent, which would be really bad for us, but at this point, we don't really have the option to play around things. Like at some point, if they just have too much stuff, then we're just gonna die. So probably just Delvers attacking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, this is good. That looks like a Murktide to me. Yeah, that's a Murktide. Alright. Maybe I was supposed to counter that, actually. Okay, well, I don't know how much it matters. Because I'm pretty sure that, like, if I don't draw, Yeah, I don't know if True Name was going to be defeating this anyway. Alright, yeah, it's over. Murktide is just going to kill us. I guess technically it was correct to force Murktide, but, like, there's still a good chance they had a Murktide, and, like, they were already winning with the Delver as it was, so... We do have cards to bring in, which are good. Against this deck, I don't actually know how good, like, Harbinger of the Seas is. Because here's the thing, like, it does turn off their red mana, but it also hurts our Cavern of Souls a lot. I think that we probably don't need Phantasmal Image. I think everything else, like, maybe Hexcatcher's not terribly good. Bring it. I don't know if I like bringing in Dismember against these decks is not always great. Alright, I guess we're gonna try it like this. You like lightning? Yeah, well, lightning's good. Alright, well, this hand is not keepable. So we needed an island. This hand is much better. We're gonna keep this. I guess here. probably just get rid of... Probably get rid of the Wasteland. They have mulligan to 6. Alright, that's fine. Just play a Tide Shaper. Alright, so this hand is probably okay. Let's see, what do we got? Mishra's Bauble. Okay, so they don't have Channeler here, but they might have Delver of Secrets. Probably not, I'm guessing. I think if they had Delver, they probably would have played it first. Okay. Alright, they want to see what I got going on. Just name Merfolk here and then pass. And then probably next turn, if they play a non-basic, I'll just Wasteland it. Like, if they just play like a... Yeah, Volk, I'm going to absolutely Wasteland that. Sure. There's Delver. So, which one do I care about right now? Because I'm going to keep one of these tapped. I guess I tap the Channeler because there's some chance, like... I want them to block with Delver because there's some chance that I can sink into Stupor and bounce this Channeler late. It's easier to get rid of the Channeler than the Delver, so... So we tap the Channeler, I think. I mean, there is some chance that they might try to daze this just to protect their volcanic islands right now. I guess I could just get rid of the fucking Channeler here, because that is actually the more damaging card out of all the stuff they have. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll just get rid of it. Because I guess because they didn't really get to surveil off of it, so it doesn't really give them a lot of value. You're gonna Wasteland my Cavern? Okay. Sure. You have another Delver of Secrets. I guess I could have countered it. They might not have, like, it depends. Maybe they have Brainstorm, maybe they don't. We're in pretty good shape here. Like, dazing this is not really an option, so... Let's see what they have. Do they blind flip it? Oh, they do. They have Pyroblast on top. Oh, that's not great. So they're attacking for 6, we're attacking for 4. Okay, they have Flooded Strand here. Right, so they will get a Volcanic Island, and they'll probably use Pyroblast. Oh, well, no, we definitely don't want that. So we know their last card is Pyroblast, right? So they're not forcing us, and we're getting rid of this Channeler. So they have one card we don't know about. Could be Daze. That's not exactly the one we were hoping to see. We need, like, actual creatures to win this game. Like, we're not winning the game with just, like, 3 creatures. Especially when they're on like a creature heavy draw, like yeah, we're especially not winning. Is there any reason to play this island right now? I don't think so. They're gonna kill me in 2 turns, so playing the island here doesn't actually, like, we're not ever gonna get to Force of Will mana with it, so I may as well just let them sweat it and think we have something. Like, we can't race them though, because now they have Pyroblast, which they'll just use here. Kill off one of my guys. Like, the best I can do is put them to 5 and then maybe tap one of these things. Can I see every card they have? No. I just have to guess. Okay, well that's definitely gonna kill me.
Don't die, Madge.
No, I'm dead. Like, they have enough in play.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've lost. That was rough. Like, straight blue-red Delver can be kind of hard because they have more removal spells usually, and like Chain Lightning can be brutal, so it's rough. Dragon's Rage Channeler is always tough.
Hasn't been a good week with you in the wins lately.
Yeah, it's like that. But all the metagames like really shook up, so like a lot of people are gonna be playing different stuff, so our best card is more effective against the decks that are playing 3 colors and not 2. Yeah, and that, like, it's difficult sometimes. Them also being on the play with like flipping 2 Delvers that early was also devastating. Like this match, a lot of the times it comes down to it comes down to them, if they have like a lot of creatures really early on, then that makes a huge difference. All right, enough.
I'm just rubbing some luck on you.
Yeah, all right. So we're on the draw again here. I don't want to be on the draw. I want to be on the play. I think this is a keepable hand, probably. We have, like, yeah, this is actually a pretty good hand. All right, we've got stuff to do here. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. Go on Cavern of Souls, Aether Vial. Hopefully draw like an island so we don't have to play this and take 3 damage off of it. Especially because of this Dismember. I really don't want to do 7 damage to myself. Thank you for this birthday wishes. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Skull. Oh god, this might be the same thing again. All right. All right. Merfolk. All right. Well, Scalding Tarn is sort of okay. We have Wasteland, so we can curve into Harbinger if we need to. Oh, there aren't sewers here? They might be. This could be Reanimator. We're kind of hoping it's not, because that would be really bad. I guess we'll find out here. Dark Ritual. Oh, is this Doomsday? That might. It's either a Reanimator or a Doomsday. Either one's not good for us. Okay, but we're probably using Wasteland on this Undercity Sewers while Aether Vial ticks up to hopefully get us closer to victory here. If we can get Harbinger of the Seas out before they can do their nonsense, then we're probably in a good spot. Let's see. If they don't find another land, then Wasteland will just win the game. They got rid of Dark Ritual, so that doesn't bode well for us. Alright, Scalding Tarn. Ugh. Means they're going to get another one. Alright, tick up. Another Harbinger of the Seas is not really where I wanted to be here. Okay. I am pretty sure if I don't Wasteland them right now that I will actually just lose to like a Doomsday or something next turn, so I need to do this here. I feel like this is Doomsday. That's what it seems like to me. I could be wrong, but I want to give myself at least one more turn to try to draw Force of Will to protect myself. No, okay. This could be Storm. Oh, Echo of Eons? Okay, it is definitely Storm. Alright. Okay, so this is, I'm guessing Ad Nauseam. Is this Epic Storm or Ad Nauseam Tendrils? It could, I don't know. It could be. I haven't seen the Epic Storm list yet, so I'm not sure if they're playing this in this list. But this is definitely a Storm deck of some kind. The whole idea is they're going to cast this card from the graveyard using its flashback cost in order to draw 7 cards. It's really dangerous. Yep, that's Lotus Petal. We really need Force of Will. This is not really the hand that we want to have on the draw versus this deck just full of 3-drops. Guess Vodalian Hexcatcher would maybe be okay. But still probably not exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, we are in trouble. This is definitely one of the decks where we want these Null Rods from the sideboard, and we probably want these Consign to Memories. Let's see, what is his current? Alright, well, they're going for it, so.
I am the master. Orwell
Ah,
Overmaster.
stop that.
We're cutting Vexing Bobble and replacing it with Overmaster and Legacy Ruby Storm.
Shut the fuck up. I wanted to just look to see what the deck list looks like, and yeah, no, yeah, he's going for it. I'm sure that this is. I just don't know what. I went to the site to see this. I did not want audio to start playing immediately. Yeah, like he's probably got to win here. Yep, there's LED. I guess he's going to echo here and just hope that that's enough. I mean, it gives us a chance to draw a force, I guess. Which we did not. Had we drawn a force, like there was maybe a chance we could do this. I don't know. Are you going to pass back? Like, do you have a hand that can do something, or do you have to pass? No, they're going to go for it. Looks like they seemed like they have something. Yep. I don't have my force. Oh. Oopsie. Yeah, Burning Wish. Okay. What do we got? Okay, so this deck list does have Song of Creation in it. Okay, so yeah, they are 100% playing Brian Cook's list because they have Beseech, and so we have to also be worried. Yeah, Galvanic Relay. That's one. Gaia's Will is in this sideboard. So what is he getting from the sideboard right now? Thoughtseize? Is that really it? He just got Thoughtseize? Okay, well we got off really lucky right now. I need to put one of these Tide Shapers in play. If he's passing to me like right now, then this their hand must be fucking terrible. I need to put as many fish into play as I can because I actually have a chance now. It also means that my life total probably doesn't matter. Well, it could. All right. Merfolk. Put the Lord in play. Attack. I think I'm just gonna flash in Floodpits Drowner. I'm not sure if this is exactly that. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Tide Shaper in this turn. I guess I could have turned off the black mana, but no, they had another fetch land anyway. It wasn't going to turn off anything. Your hand really that bad? You're just doing nothing here? Alright, we might steal this one. It's possible. They're at 5, so they have, with, what, 3 cards here? Let's see. That Echo seems like it didn't really go very well, and yeah, top deck Tendrils is probably not what they were looking for either, so... They don't know about the Vial right now, so... Okay, so land. So what do you got in 3 cards? Okay. Are we going to Echo again? So that's probably the only way that this works, right? Yeah, they discard. All right, Echo. All right. I have the Vial on 2, so if I have Hexcatcher, I can Vial it in off of this. Yep. Okay. We picked up Phantasmal Image. We didn't pick up anything useful here. We did not get Force of Will. Did not get Echo. Or I mean Hexcatcher. So they're probably gonna get there. 2 Echo. We have gone through. We've seen like what 20 cards now, and we have not seen. We didn't get to see a single Force. That's really bad. They can definitely just win the game here, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, there's no way that they can't at this point. It's got to be impossible. We had every opportunity to just draw like one piece of interaction. Like if we drew like a Force, or like we would have just won the game. But sure. Yeah, they have the Veil of Summer for protection, so they can. All right, what do we got here? Burning Wish. Okay, so Burning Wish here is probably gonna get them Beseech, I think, because it's gonna add to the storm count. Beseech into Tendrils, that should do it. This is one of those combo decks, like I was saying, like, if you're not super familiar with Magic, then yeah, this is one of the ones that looks really weird. Okay, well then that should also do it, right? Yeah. They have 22 cards in their hand. It is basically impossible that they can't win the game from here. Yeah, they just need to cast Tendrils and they got this. Tendrils or Beseech the Mirror, either one. I'm wondering if maybe I was supposed to play the Tide Shapers instead of the Floodpits Drowner. Would that have made a difference? Maybe I could have attacked for more damage. Okay. You've got to show me a card that actually wins. I'm not going to concede to you until you show me that you can actually win this game. I believe that you can, but I need you to show me that you can. Okay, that'll do it. They're just going to... Yeah, they kill me with Tendrils here. All right. We had such a really good chance in game one here, but just couldn't quite find what we needed, so... Alright, we want... Consign counters the storm triggers. Blue Elemental Blast will counter a Burning Wish. Null Rod stops their mana here. Dismember is useless. Phantasmal Image is useless. True-Name Nemesis is also useless. Harbinger of the Seas is quite useful because it hurts their mana a lot, so... yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, we get to be on the play. This is not a... I guess this is okay. It's not a perfect hand by any means, but should probably get the job done. We're hoping. We want at least one more blue card. That would be nice. Now, if we keep drawing lands for the rest of this game, this might not go terribly well, but I don't know. I think we had kind of a poor hand in game one, but we had like a lot of chances for it to improve, and we just had very terrible luck off of the echoes.
Did you lose again?
No, well, we lost the first game. We were not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it was just that's drawing like 14 cards and not seeing a single copy of Force of Will is just brutal. We needed that really badly to win that game.
I get it, yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay. Okay, you have Metalcraft. What are we doing with this? You just going for this in turn one? Because if their plan is to just echo here, it might actually just... maybe just forcing that and they might die. Probably just keep Floodpits Drowner to try to attack them down quicker before they can rebuild. Alright, what are we doing, opponent? Dark Ritual? Okay. Ritual. Alright, that makes sense. What do we got? Like, they might just be force checking me here. That's just what's happening. They figure maybe they can, if I don't have Force of Will, I just lose. Beseech the Mirror. Yeah, we have to counter that. Alright, you have 2 cards. Alright, Ritual. Do you have another Beseech the Mirror? Gamble? Okay, they're just gonna get Echo Vians. Alright. Okay, well, they're basically just force checking me again, so. Are their 7 cards gonna be better than my 7 cards off of this? They had a fucking incredible hand that they could do all of this through a Force of Will on turn 1? My god. Alright, yeah, this happens. And we don't draw a force, so if they have tendrils, they have tendrils. Like, they just fucking turn 1 us through force. Like, this is insane. Yeah. They have it, We can't interact with this. Okay, they play a land. Alright. But I mean, there's also a chance they just might not have any action here, so maybe they're just playing mana stuff and they might just have to pass the turn, so. We're just hoping they don't have anything of actual value here, so. 3 cards. What are the 3 cards? Oh, that's not good. Galvanic Relay? Oh, that's really bad for us. Alright, they have a bajillion cards on top of their deck. So, alright, what do they got? They probably have enough stuff here to win, so. We're probably just wastelanding them and praying again. That Galvanic Relay was, like, absurd. Playing Aether Vial doesn't actually help us right now. We want to hold up the mana just in case we draw. If they try to play this Echo here, we want to keep up the mana for this just in case. So these LED, yeah, like there is. We're probably just dead here because, like, yeah. But we got, just in case, we have better outs if we don't play the Vial, so we're not going to. This is just, like, nuts. Oh, no. Alright, what are we doing, opponent? Taiga, probably. I'm guessing they're probably just going to play Veil of Summer first before they do anything significant here. The only useful thing is that Consign doesn't actually counter their spell, it counters their triggers. So if they just try to Tendrils me and that's it, then I can just Consign the trigger, and maybe that's good enough. But yeah, they're unloading their hands here. Then they're just going to crack all their Lion's Eye Diamonds, cast Echo Beyonds. Yeah, Veil first, sure. Alright. Yep. This is just demoralizing. Interesting. What is the point of using Brainstorm right now? Like, I don't get this. Or you just need to use the mana? Maybe they're trying to see if they can win without having to cast the Echo. Because if they don't have to give me a chance to draw something, they shouldn't, but... yeah. So right now, that's 12... They have access to 14 mana to cast spells this turn. Like, it's inconceivable that they would not be able to get there. Okay, what are we doing? Are we gonna gamble first? Okay. Maybe they're going to gamble for Tendrils and just see if they get it. Or they discarded Tendrils of Agony, so they definitely searched for it and tried to. They tried to get the Tendrils to win without having to cast the Echo, so. Because there is some chance if they go for Echo and it fails, then they might... it is possible for them to fail at that. Like, they could lose the game from there. It's not likely, but it is possible, so... It makes sense that if they have the ability to try to win without having to go that route, they may as well. But yeah, there was a 33% chance they discard it, and they did. So they might keep this one here. Now they are going to crack it. All right. There was some reason to maybe consider keeping that there just in case they wanted to like cast Echo again later. But all right, we want Consign, which we did not get. They don't know that we didn't get. All right, so we're just hoping their 7 cards suck. That's pretty much it. They could still cast Echo again. Like, they have the mana to do all this stuff. All right, do we find it, opponent? All right, well, now they know I don't have it in my hand, so they can just freely do whatever they want. Now I don't have to pretend that I'm casting a spell here. They just know that I don't have anything at the moment. That should be good enough here. Yeah, okay, you got it. Absolutely fucking absurd hands, but you know what? That's sometimes they just get you, so they did. Like, they did all that through, like, a turn 1 Force of Will. It's like, okay, sure. That's magic sometimes. Oh, God.
Alright.
Not the best birthday stream, but it's okay. We're here to see what's out there right now, so... I mean, Storm is generally a match that we're actually pretty good against, but I don't have the Force of Negations in my sideboard now. Maybe they need to come back in. We'll see. All right, well, still, yeah, we're just kind of looking this, like, again, just who's doing what since all the bans and Legacy. That's what I'm interested in right now. I'm not sure, so. All right. We got to be on the play against Jesus MTG. All right. Well, this is not a good sign. One land hand is not going to do it. This hand is much better. We'll keep this. This is probably a hand where we just get rid of Force of Will and hope that they're not on a deck that's going to force check us. You can't really keep forces on a mulligan because the card disadvantage is too much. Especially because we don't have Silvergill at the moment, because I'm still also unsure about how much Bowman is still out in the world. And I'm not really comfortable with that at the moment. Well, Plains is usually not a Force of Will format. Okay. Makes me feel better that I kept the 2 islands. So we'll pass. We'll play Floodpits Drowner, and then, I don't know, we'll go from there, I guess. This is Breakfast. Could be Blue-White Control. Could see Days in this thing. Does look like Harbinger of the Seas is probably going to be useless against this deck, so... There's also a good chance they might just cast Swords to Plowshares on it. Trying to check to see if they have swords. Alright. I don't think they're going to do anything about Harbinger of the Seas, but we'll see. They force it. That's really surprising. That doesn't seem like a card worth forcing. I would much rather them counter that than my Lord of Atlantis. This card does basically nothing against their deck. It's actually more detrimental to me than it is to them. Teferi Time Raveler is also a brutal card here. Yep. The only way we combat this is by playing multiple creatures now. There's Prismatic Ending. Do you have another one for Lord? They could have Snapcaster Mage. That would suck. We're just hoping they don't. Alright, Teferi's down. That's good.
Clefairy.
Teferi.
Fair.
He's a planeswalker. Alright, well, interesting. So they had nothing to protect him, so what else do they got? Tameo? I mean, yeah, okay. We bounce Tameo, it means they don't get to draw any cards. And this might give us a route to win this game. Okay. Their last cards could just be more Tameo and more lands. Oh, that seemed pretty good. So Tameo's not going to get to attack this turn. So we're basically just hoping they don't have, like, Supreme Verdict. So if they don't have anything this turn, they probably just lose. Alright, land, what do you got? That looks like... Oh. It's not good. But it's okay because we actually can just kill this thing with Sink. Actually, do we even need to? No, we have Island Walk. We just win, right? Okay, I think this is fine. If Cauldron was all they had, then that's it. All right, stole that game, like, surprisingly. All right, so this looks like it's probably just like blue-white Stoneblade. So I'm guessing, yeah, Harbinger and Dismember are probably good. Harbinger of the Seas is probably terrible. Doesn't seem like it does very much. Is there anything else I need to be worried about? I know they have Teferi. Consign to memory do anything useful? Probably not. Null Rod probably doesn't. I don't think there's anything else I'd rather have over this last Harbinger here. Like, they probably don't have Uro. It's probably just like Stoneforge Mystic, and I think the Dismembers are fine against that and Tameo, so... Alright, we'll run it like this. Means, like, we have a reasonable chance of beating this deck. His hand might do it. Maybe. They're on a mulligan to 6. I only have 2 creatures here. That's the only thing I don't like, but... Like, I can always pitch the Sink to force here, I guess. I have Caverns, so, like, kind of just need to draw creatures and we'll be okay. Ponder is fine. I have to beat it because you said so. Well, I mean, I'll do my best. Magic doesn't work like that. Sometimes you play the cards that you get dealt. So, but see, like, this looks promising for our dear heroes. Lord of Atlantis is a pretty big pickup here too. So they just play Stoneforge. Yeah, I force this shit. Yeah. So I have the option. I think I'm just supposed to Wasteland them right now. So if they don't have another land, like, that's going to hurt them a lot. I don't want to play my creatures just yet, because I don't get any good value out of playing them. That's fine. I guess I'm just gonna pass here. I can play Floodpits Drowner. So if I play like Lord of Atlantis, I just give them an opportunity to just cast like swords in my turn. Whereas like here, if they want to like swords my creature, then they have to crack this fetch land, and then they'll be vulnerable to either Wasteland or Tideshaper. That's pretty good. Okay. We miss out on 1 damage by not playing this ahead of time, but I really want to encourage them to do something bad with their turn. Like, if they were going to burn this for removal on a creature, I would much rather they kill this thing, and then we would play something else instead of the Lord, so. Am I not the greatest wizard of all time? Well, no, I'm not.
Damn right
I'm
you
not
are.
John Finkel.
Damn right you are, baby boy.
But searching for another basic island here is really bold. I don't know what the fuck my opponent is thinking by doing this, but I don't think it's gonna work. Interesting.
Here, babe. Put these away from me.
They're gonna sit here.
Slap my hand.
I guess I'm just gonna play the Tideshaper. I'll just oh yeah, I'll just. I guess I don't need to kick it. That's fine. I was gonna kick it, but it's like I actually don't need to. Okay, they just gave up. They're like mana screwed here. I guess they realized that in the face of Wasteland, just getting a Tundra wasn't going to get them anywhere. They just rage drew a bunch of cards, so yeah, there we go. All right, the greatest wizard of all time has beat the control deck. Awesome. They were 100% all in on that Stoneforge Mystic resolving, and us countering that card meant that we just won, so. Beautiful. But look at that. Harbinger of the Seas would have been way more devastating against us than it would have been against them. That's the problem. Fuck, we're in the draw again. No.
No.
This hand is, like, not very good either. We have 1 real creature and, like, 5 mana sources. That's bad. This is a much better hand. We'll keep this. We'll throw Force of Will on the bottom and just pray. Okay, up against Tropical Island, which means this is probably lands. Ooh. We're definitely forcing the shit out of that. I guess we get rid of Floodpits Drowner. That's the card that's likely not to do anything relevant here. Do not want to let them play extra lands every turn. Play Vial. This is a deck where we want Harbinger of the Seas to resolve, because if Harbinger of the Seas resolves, we're probably going to win. Like, this card is just disgustingly powerful against this deck, so. Beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to play Aether Vial here. I have up a Wasteland, and hopefully that's going to be enough.
I believe in you. You know
So what are they going to get with Wooded Foothills?
You're my teacher. You taught me how to do magic. Like this.
Oops. I did not want to do that. Fuck! I fucked up my yields here. I did not want to, like, yield through this. I wanted to put this Tide Shaper in play, but, they have Life from the Loam in the graveyard now, and I don't have any good way of stopping this, like... Okay, well... That's not good. They have swords of plowshares. I needed them not to have swords, right? That's what had to happen here. The problem is now they can just Life from the Loam and just keep dredging over. I needed that really badly. Maybe I should have waited a turn, but like this is just going to get really worse before it gets better. Yeah. Alright, well, I have no choice but to take up the Aether Vials right now. Now, I don't think I have a way to actually win without Harbinger of the Seas, so... Okay, well... Okay, well, that was my opponent's mistake for not respecting that, so... They just let me put another Harbinger into play and did not bother to crack their fetch land, so now they just can't do anything. We just went from, like, no! They got basic forest! No, they can actually cast things now. That's not good. Alright, it's okay. They're still not in a good spot because they can't do anything meaningful here, but they can actually cast spells that could theoretically matter. Surprised they didn't cast the Life from the Loam. Alright, now if anything happens to this Harbinger here, we do lose the game because the Dark Depths is on the board. That thing will put a 2020 Merit Lodge token in play should anything happen here, so... We have to kill them before they find, like, a way to get rid of Harbinger of the Seas. I think they should have got the Savannah back at least and tried to dredge. Oh, Tabernacle? Okay, that's also really scary. Again, if Harbinger ever goes away, we are fucked. Our hopes and dreams ride entirely on this card existing. Oh no. They're probably going to get the mountain for punishing fire. No, they do not. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't actually have to do this right now. They did cast the punishing fire. I feel like that was a mistake. They definitely should have... I don't know. I don't know. They can still cast the Life from the Loam later. Alright. That's still pretty good. Alright. What do I want to do here? I need to keep this Wasteland for the time being. Let's see. What's going to happen is they will cast the... in order to win here, I probably needed another Tide Shaper. I had to turn off this forest because they can tap 2 Life from the Loam, get the Otawara and the Dark Depths back, and they could do this all over again. So right now, I probably have to just let them actually do real stuff and then use this True-Name Nemesis to try to kill them. Yeah, Exploration. I can't do anything about that. Yep. Bajuka Bog doesn't really affect me. They just think they're safe because they have Otawara here. And they are not safe. Fetching here is also incredibly dangerous too because I have True-Name Nemesis, so... They think that they need the 4 mana for Otawara, but that's actually not the issue right now. It's that True-Name is going to kill them in 3 turns. And there is not a whole lot they can do about it. I want them both on 3 just in case they get any bright ideas of bouncing my Aether Vial. Alright, this is going to be close. So they can't bounce my True-Name Nemesis. So... Alright, they have Colosseum. Sure. They're targeting themselves here. So what are they doing? Alright, yeah, that happens. So I think they need to find Glacial Chasm, probably. Because that's the thing that keeps them alive right now. They don't seem to have anything, though. They discarded the Otawara in the Dark Depths. Okay. That's pretty good.
Would it mess up your stream if I turn this on a little bit? Oh.
Yeah. You can put it behind you if you want to.
I just don't want to mess up your stream.
No, on low it should be okay. I think actually I want to cast the Phantasmal Image. So here's the thing. I can copy the True-Name Nemesis just in case anything bad happens to it. So I have... Alright. So I have 2 things that threaten to kill them. I still have a Wasteland protecting me and Harbinger of the Seas. I can Vial in at any given second. I should be basically locked here, right? It doesn't seem likely that there's anything they can do to stop this. Because they can't get a Merit Lodge out. Not even like Choke would be good enough here. What are they going to get? Otawara, Colosseum, and that. Alright, sure. Okay. Sure. Alright, draw 3, discard 3, I guess. They conceded from the game. Excellent. Lands is a very difficult match, but we did manage to get there, so it's a plus. Thank you. Okay, so the Dismember is like none of these cards are super useful, but Ghost Vacuum at least does something because it interacts with the cards they're putting in their graveyard. Again, Harbinger of the Tides is sort of okay. Like, honestly, like, not a lot of stuff that we have matters. Drowner, like, Drowner's sort of fine. Elemental Blast stops, like, Gamble and Punishing Fire. Is that enough? I guess it's also, they could have, like, Pyroclasm. I think it's usually just, like, Punishing Fire. Does this counter anything relevant? Maybe like Sphere of Resistance or something of that sort. Probably not really. I don't think there's a whole lot that I really want to change here. I think we're just going to run it back like this. It's either going to go well or it's not. This hand doesn't actually like have any way of threatening to do anything. Okay, we have 2 lands here, and I mean, I have to keep it, right? It has my best card in it. I guess I'm getting rid of Drowner. Okay. I guess this is sort of fine. Thespian Stage and Mox Diamond is not a good start for me. I don't think that there's any way I'm winning this game if they like get this Mox Diamond off here. I need this to be way slower than that. I need to get Harbinger in play before they can Dark Depths me. Oh, that's not good. All right. Let's see. All right, Misty. All right, are they going to do anything? Doesn't look like it. This can kind of be my bait spell to see if anything bad happens to it. Alright, we need to draw a land next turn in order to slam Harbinger of the Seas, and if we can, we'll be in really good shape to win. If we do not find it, then we're probably going to lose. We have to basically draw lands like this turn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Land or die. Actually, they have the Mox Diamond, so it doesn't even really matter that much. Well, it looks like it's just going to be die anyway, so... Like, that's not a bad card to have, but not being able to cast anything in the face of them having Dak Faden is really bad for us. They're just going to rip through their deck until they find what they need. Opponent, I have Cavern of Souls in play. This does not work. That was a pure fuck up on their part. True-Name is a way to counteract this deck. So can start attacking it down. Hope, and we managed to get them to throw away a red elemental blast for no reason, so that's good. I cannot let them just, like, gain control of all my stuff, so... Leave the island untapped just in case they had something like choke. Probably won't, but... Okay. They can find removal to get rid of this thing, so we have to be wary of that, because they do have Mox Diamond, so... These are not completely safe here. They have stuff to get rid of it. So really what I need, it's like... I don't know. I need them to just kind of miss for a turn. I'm asking a lot, because they've gone through a lot of their deck so far. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Formless Genesis is definitely, like, a way that they're going to just kill us with that card, so... Well, we need Ghost Vacuum, or otherwise, yeah, that's... I think now we're actually just dead, right? Because they can... It doesn't matter, like, they can still just, like, do this, so... If they find any land... Like, if the land is in the top 3 cards of their deck, which there's, like, no... No, they actually don't even need to. They can just, they can Life from the Loam. No, that still doesn't work. They did return Life from the Loam, so what are they going to do? They need Basic Forest, right? Okay. Maybe there's hope. Oh, this thing is Death Touch, right? Okay, so True-Name Nemesis can wall this thing off. Harbinger can kill Dak. We are in danger right now. Yeah. Because they have this Mox Diamond here, they can just keep recasting this thing. So this plan still probably wins the long game here. I think I'd have to draw Sink into Stupor. That doesn't... It probably doesn't even work, though. It's like I could return the Mox Diamond to their hand, but I don't know how... I don't know if that actually matters. Like, yeah. Alright. What do I need? Maybe another True-Name Nemesis can slow them down. That has to attack Dak Faden. Okay. probably not good enough. They can still make one of these every single turn. I don't have anything that can exile their graveyard, so they're just going to retrace this every turn. I'm going to go to 1. Crop rotation. They got a basic forest. Okay, that's really bad. Alright, well, now we're definitely dead. What if I draw, like, Sink into Stupor, like, for the next 2 turns? Maybe. That does technically keep me alive for a turn.
Did you get a new friend today? You make new friends.
Okay. So what happens here? They're gonna make a third one, so does this put me in any better position? Probably not. If I find a Lord here, would a Lord be enough? That would be 4, 8, plus, that would only be 14. I need them to take 2 more damage somehow. So I can block 2 of these things, but they can make a third one, so I don't actually have time. I guess if I draw another True-Name Nemesis and then a Lord of Atlantis, I could win the game that way. That's possible. Alright, I think that's realistically the only way we're going to get there, though. I don't think that's enough. Maybe it is, actually. Because if they attack here, I can block with 2 True Names. I can attack with the Harbinger of the Tides. Or the Harbinger of the Seas, I mean. Maybe. I have to block all 3 of these right now. So if they attack with all 3 of them, I basically lose 1 creature. They get to make another one, though. That's the problem. Yeah, no, that's too. I think I needed a True-Name Nemesis here because I had to be able to add to the board, but also potentially be able to counterattack with it. Okay, well, oh yeah, Punishing Fire will also just kill him. So there we go. Okay. You know what? I think I am gonna take these Faerie Macabres. They seem like these actually might be kind of important. Is there anything that's not terribly important? Honestly, I don't think these Hexcatchers they don't look terribly powerful here. Maybe the images can potentially be more true names, so they're not like the worst thing in the world to be playing. There's also sometimes when they can copy Merit Lodge, but I think I get rid of the Hexcatchers. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This is a hand that we're hoping just curves out into victory. Not a perfect hand, but it's depending upon what they do, this is an aggressive enough hand where it could do something. Savannah pass is pretty good for us. Means they probably have a Swords to Plowshares, but we can't really afford to play around it. Just gotta get it out of their hand if they do. Sure. So we need to draw a land next turn. Like, that's what's really going to save this for us. Drawing a land right now would basically guarantee us victory. So I can just play True-Name Nemesis. Alright. What are you doing, opponent? Not the worst. Alright, do you have Punishing Fire? We're gonna hope that they don't. They probably just have Pyroblast. Alright. Yep, okay. Or Red Island. Yeah, sure. Okay. That was our turn. Well, we still probably would have had to play True-Name there, right? Because they were like they definitely had up removal here, so crop rotation. Oh, this is not good for. Probably should get basic forest, I think. They get Wasteland. Okay, that also makes sense. They go after Cavern because we haven't drawn lands. So yeah, that's a good way to win. Now it's going to take us 2 turns to be able to try. We have to basically just draw some basic islands here. Well, if there was a way to win, that's definitely the route to it. Draw any land next turn, and maybe there's hope. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Punishing Fire goes in there. This is our turn. If we draw the land, we win. Come on! No! Alright, that's actually still really good, though, because it means Punishing Fire is not going to be killing our creatures and all of our stuff. They do not have an island, sadly. No! Alright, well, Punishing Fire can't kill our stuff now. So, if we can draw the land next turn, there's still hope. Okay. Yeah, okay, come on. Come on. Oh, no! It's not the worst thing in the world to have drawn. But I really, really need a land. That's like, land lets me attack for 9 and kill them 2 turns. They have 2 cards. One of them is Punishing Fire. This has got to be fine, right? I have to draw the land and then counter the removal spell, and then I'll just win. It's the only way. Yeah, it's not too late. If I draw the land here, I still win, so... Alright, we got it. Okay. They're targeting me with Punishing Fire? That's really interesting. So they're attacking for 11. Yeah, they're not attacking for enough, so... We have a force, so... It feels like it doesn't really matter what they do here. Like, even if they play another one of these stupid things, it doesn't actually help them at all. They only have one card in hand, and we can just counter whatever it is. 11, 14. Yeah, I think we're fine. We win the match! Just barely. All right. There we go. All right, that puts us on the board 2-2. All right, birthday bash is back on, baby.
Birthday bash!
All right, I'm going to take a break here for just 1 second and use the bathroom. We'll be right back.
PP break, match gets time.
That's right. I'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Give me like 2 minutes.
Put on the Chris Chan intro.
No.
I was thinking about putting the Chris Chan dimensional merge thing on, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
no.
what I didn't know what it was called.
We are absolutely not doing that.
Why? It's our favorite intro. What are you talking about?
You have a very interesting definition of favorite. All right, we're back. All right, we have a chance to make some money.
Make some money.
Lightning Sparrow is only racing in F-Zero, but you're still here. You know what? That still counts. That's right. All right, come on. That was a hard match. But we got there. All right, we're on the draw. That's not great. We're up against, what is it, Amy Lanchier? I don't know how to pronounce that right. Come on, deck. Give me a hand that I can keep on 7. Yeah, I think I am supposed to keep this. I have 2 vials if something bad happens to the first one. We're on the draw, so we could find another land still. Yeah, we keep this. They've mulliganed to 6, so it's unlikely the vial's going to get forced, and if it does, it probably doesn't matter. It could get dazed, though. That would suck. But that was always a possibility, so if it does, does. Best draw off the top is either Force or Cavern of Souls, probably. Okay. They've kept 6 cards. Chrome Mox. Oh, fuck. This is gonna be like oops all spells. No, this is this is another storm deck. Fuck. All right. It maybe could be the blue affinity version, but it's probably just Epic Storm. Okay. All right, so we really want Force off the top, right? That's what we're looking for. That's the best card that we can draw for this match here. Okay. What are we doing, opponent? They found Scalding Tarn, and they're just going to pass. All right. Aether Vial was not the one. That was like pretty much the worst card we could have drawn because we already have two of them in our hand and we do not need the two that we have. We may as well have just not drawn a card this turn. Alright. We're probably on this plan where we need our opponent to like cast an Echo and then we need to just draw Force off of their Echo. Which is always a dangerous proposition for them, so... Yeah, Commercial District, this is 100% the Epic Storm. So this is we have already lost against this deck once because we were on the draw with a bad hand, and it looks like game one is probably not going to go our way either. So probably not. It's possible it could, but it's unlikely. We just do not have the kind of cards necessary to punish this here. Pretty much nothing. Like, Force is the only good draw. Everything else is kind of shitty right now. Even drawing a land doesn't really do anything. And it looks like they might just be going for something right now. Probably Beseech. Oh, they're just going to play Galvanic Relay. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, let's see what their 5 cards are. So they got Echo and Lion's Eye Diamond off of this. Again, kind of does what we were talking about. Alright. Well, this does mean our opponent is very likely going to cast Echo next turn. So the question is, do I want to cast a Lord of Atlantis here? Or we're not going to get to keep any of the cards in our hand. We're like for sure going to lose them all. They will play LED. Actually, I don't know. Does that even work? No, because these are in exile, right? So they need. I don't know. They might be able to get away with this, but it's going to be kind of rough. Like 1, 2. They can cast it. It's. Yeah, I guess they can. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'll have 2 mana left over, I guess. The only question is if we want to keep mana up in case we want to try to flash in Hexcatcher, but I feel like that's not going to work out. I may as well just play the Lord because it's safe to do that here. Alright. Alright. Well, we need this Echo to go sideways for them. That's pretty much it. The good news, like, the rest of their hand, like, the rest of the cards they flipped off Relay don't look terribly good. Like, I don't know. Unless there's... It is possible they have something they can do with Beseech here if they go, like, Lion's Eye Diamond, crack it for 3 black, and then Beseech away the Chrome Mox or something like that. Certainly possible. I don't know exactly what they would do with it, but it's probably not good for us. But they're going to have to do something, so... Okay, 3, 4. Oh, Song of Creation. Oh, that is a really bad one for us. Okay. That was their last card, so... Yeah, that's pretty brutal, because now they're going to draw like 1,000,000 cards. They can't echo here, can they? I don't think so. They only have 5 mana. Although they have Dark Ritual. Okay, they drew the ritual. Alright, so yeah, they can get there now. They should be able to just combo off at this point. Well, they have Song of Creation and they're about to have 7 cards in hand. It seems basically impossible that they can't win. This was one, like, them having this as like their last card was, yeah, we can't really beat that. That means that just represented them having like 6 extra cards, plus then they're gonna have like a million after they cast this Echo. Beseech here. Okay. For a second, it looked like maybe it was possible, but that was too good of a card, so. They're already up to like 8 cards in hand, and they started the turn with like 1. I think that it's pretty safe that they've got this from this point, yeah. No, I cannot do it. Like, it is actually just over at that point. Sorry, there's the no. All right, we need Null Rod. Yeah, Dismember is useless. Yeah. I mean, I guess Consign can still do something. Yeah, we don't need True-Name Nemesis. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, well, we get to be on the play for game 2, and we have sideboard cards, so potentially just like dropping a Null Rod on turn 2 could just be devastating, so we'll see. I would love to play. Okay. This hand is not very good. We have 4 lands. We have a creature that barely hurts them. And yeah, the Force of Will does not have... We don't have anything to like really pitch to this, so I don't think this hand's going to do it. This is better, I guess. We're going to keep this, but it's not like hugely better. We have Force of Will at least, and more creatures. We still need some help though. All right, what do we got? Brainstorm. Okay. Why do this now? What are you planning here? I don't understand. Is there a reason to main phase this brainstorm? It doesn't look like it to me. I mean, this slows them down a little bit, so hopefully that's good for us. They're really thinking about what to do now that they've lost their land, so that's probably a good sign. But I think we desperately need to draw another blue card next turn so that we can play these creatures and still have a Force of Will. Sure, the Mox is okay. Oh, they have nothing. Alright, that was it. They needed that so badly. That's very good. Okay. Well, I don't have to cast these right now. I can wait until their turn to do this. Okay. Beautiful. Imprint Galvanic Relay. Okay. And I think I tick Aether Vial up here. Because if I draw any creature, I can play it with the 2 mana. Otherwise, I'll just Vial in the Harbinger. Yeah, that's fine. It should make it a little bit more difficult for them to, like, get back in this game, so... So right now we've got 8 damage in play. So there's a 2-turn clock. We have Force Protection. They have 1... Yeah, okay, so... They have a blue and a red mana, so what can they do with this? Probably not very much. Nope. Hmm. While we're waiting for opponent to decide what they're doing, here, let me show you. Oh, Kitty is behind me on the bed sleeping.
The rarity of seeing him be a sweet boy.
Yep. Okay, opponent has decided to cast a Burning Wish, which I am pretty sure we are supposed to force this. I don't think we want them doing that. Alright. We've done as much as we can, so good luck, opponent. You're at 3 life, you have 2 mana. You have to get there right now or you die. Are we going to game 3? Yeah, see, I didn't want my opponent to, like, Burning Wish and get Cave In from their sideboard, because it would just kill off all my creatures, so we had to force it there. Alright, we go to game 3. We have a chance. Alright, I don't think I change anything here. I'm pretty sure we just run this back. Alright, submit deck. Let's go. I would love to keep this, but not with one land. This has just been the story of our day against, like, this storm deck. It's just... These hands are just so rough. I'm running, like, 22 lands in my deck. I should not be just stuck with so many one-land hands. I have more than the usual amount. Butters is, in fact, a great kitty. This is true. Opponent is really unsure about what they're doing with their hand here. We are very confident that we're going to mulligan, so... they have chosen to keep 7 cards, so we are not going to keep this. We will keep this. This is not really much better, but we gotta try. So put an Aether Vial on the bottom. Like, we're protected from them going off in turn 1. We have Vial and a Lord. Like, this is... It's not gonna get much better than this, so... Do what we gotta do. We'll pitch Sink into Stupor to force a will if need be. Go ahead, Scalding Tarn away. Underground Sea, okay. Brainstorm, okay. Again, a really weird time to be doing this Brainstorm. Like, I guess now they could be doing it to play around days, but like they did this last game when I still could have had days and it didn't seem to affect them. So I'm not sure entirely what the plan is here. Is this just the only thing they have to cast now? Like, they could just wait until my turn to do this, and maybe they're afraid I'm gonna like spell pierce it or something, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly like why this is happening. We're just looking to draw more creatures. That's pretty much it. Lion's Eye Diamond, okay. Sure. Okay. Because if you're gonna echo here, I'm just gonna force it, right? You basically just lose the game to this. They have 0 cards in hand, and now I have a hand that actually, like, has creatures in it, and I can threaten to win the game, so... Opponent has to, like, rebuild a hand that can actually win now. I guess another Lord would be really good. Sink is not the worst. Because I can play the Harbinger of the Seas next turn. Make it really difficult for them to, like, ever cast spells. You can turn off stuff like Dark Rituals, I guess. Alright, this basically is over. Because now not even, like, Burning Wish into Cave-In is an option. Like, they're just facing down a clock, which I don't think they're going to be able to beat. We're attacking them for 10. They are on a 2-turn clock. They have, like, 1 mana available to them. This feels all but over. Alright, they have to win right now or they're dead. And I don't think they can do it. Alright, well, you have 2 blue mana. What are you going to do with it? If you had a Brainstorm, you would have used it before. I don't think... Yeah, that doesn't change the needle. Alright, we went 3-2. So, there you go. Our fishy deck went 3-2 today. We lost against the Epic Storm once, and we lost against the Blue-Red Delver deck. We beat lands, we beat Storm, and we beat Blue-White Control. So, honestly, the 2 matches we lost are matches where, like, I'm not entirely sure about Blue-Red Delver, but, like, Storm I usually feel pretty good against. Like, we have cards that interact against them. You know, Hexcatcher and Force are really good. Even Sink into Stupor is not the worst against them. Harbinger of the Seas can mess with their mana. Null Rods in the sideboard, like blasts, or yeah, we have tons of stuff that like does actually do some work against them. So yeah, and if it's ever a problem, we can always put in like Force of Negations and stuff into our 75 as well. So not that big a deal. For like Storm is fine. Like I'm not concerned about losing one match against that. Sometimes they just do have really good hands and they'll just get there, but like more often, my win record versus Storm is pretty high. Merfolk is not a good matchup for them in the slightest. Yeah, again, like I said, the Delver deck, unsure. Like, they had some pretty aggressive hands, and honestly, overall, like, that deck is always just difficult, because Chain Lightning and them having more, like, Pyroblasts is always just difficult, so. We do have Blue Elemental Blast, helps a little bit, but, like, still a lot of burn spells, especially when they have lots of creatures, it just makes it really difficult. Playing more Harbinger of the Tides can definitely help with that a bit, but I don't know. We'll see. It's all right. So yeah, I don't know. This felt like this was fine. This is probably a decent starting point for the deck. Yeah, we probably got a little bit fortunate against lands, so maybe that balances out our Storm matchup a bit. Lands is one where it can be pretty difficult. Harbinger of the Seas is very, very good against them. If we can land it, it's great. You probably do need some form of graveyard hate against them, because you saw how powerful that is to have their Life from the Loam engine going when they can just put all the stuff they need in there and then just get it back with life. And there is a little bit of danger if you play Harbinger and they find a way to kill it and they have their Dark Depths, then you're gonna die to a 2020 Merit Lodge just killing you in one attack. So there is that. But at the same time, True-Name Nemesis is also very good against that deck, so it's helpful. We saw that how good it was against like Punishing Fire. We were able to race them, at that point. It's good. So this is the classic Merfolk and Legacy deck. Like I said, I really love this deck. I've played it for a really long time. Maybe you could make some adjustments from here, but this seems like this is a reasonable spot to start from. So, all right, there we go. That's their birthday bash ended in and we started out like a little bit slow here, but we turned it into a positive for us. So, everybody, thank you for being here with me.
You. Mr. Butter says thank you.
Really, really appreciate it.
We appreciate you stopping by with the support.
If you
Magic is an old man.
That's true. I am 36 today. It is
Old.
It is my birthday, and I want to thank everybody who wished me a happy birthday in chat. I see
He pops
Sweet
a lot now.
Tiwis, yep. Sparrow here all night. I saw Beefy McSteak in here. Everybody, thanks everyone for hanging out with me.
Thanks, beautiful peoples.
Thank you, Jess, for being here with me as well.
You're welcome. I kind of live here a little bit.
You do. So, if you would like to get your name at the beginning of my streams, you can become a sub on Twitch. It helps to pay for the mana traders that I use for this channel. Or a member on the YouTube channel, same deal. I'll put your name at the beginning of the stream. So, just something to consider if you have that extra Amazon Prime free sub to throw around. I don't know. You could throw it to me.
If we get 5 subs, I will take an egg and bash it over his egghead.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Come on, 5. I hear 5? Egg to the head.
Yeah, all right. But anyways, like I said, if not, just liking the stream on the replay is also just very helpful. I always read all the comments. And if I just do this because you guys enjoy watching it, that's really it.
Yes.
I'm just here to hang out and have fun with you guys. So
Thanks, home skillets.
I really appreciate it. Yeah. So with that, that's gonna be it for tonight. We're gonna find somebody to go and send you off to here. So let's see Who is doing anything? I don't know if anybody actually streams Legacy at this time. But we're gonna check. If not, we'll find something else to go and check out. Yeah, I don't see anybody oh wait, no, I see somebody streaming Legacy Casino Storm. Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
More fun combo decks here. All right, we're gonna send you off to this guy. Arain. All right, there we go. We've never rated this person before, so it'll be fine. I like rating new people, right? So yeah, if you want to watch more ridiculous, fun Legacy gameplay, Legacy is the format that has like all of these old cards in them that like do super ridiculous nonsense. Yeah, we'll go and check this out.
Super random.
So, like I said, everyone, thank you. I will see you again
Thank you.
hopefully
We love
next
you.
week. And that's it. I'll
Alright,
see you
that's
later.
enough sassy.
Goodbye.